this is the 12th time now you guys have either won or outright or shared the AC regular season title. What does this latest championship mean to you?
It's good. Wish it was we weren't sharing it, but as much as anything, like I'm just proud of the way our guys competed tonight, and I thought that's a good team, a really good team, well coached. But our guys fought hard. Like we had a lot of gritty wins. So like Rafael Hippolito bouncing back after a tough loss and really having to dig deep to win that match. And Mac Church, same thing with Mac Church. So proud of our effort. But yeah, always winning championships and getting trophies is always great, and winning ACC championships is always on the list of our what we want to do and what we want to accomplish and what our goals are. So that part of it was good. It was fun, and that's I think that's the best part of what we do as a program, as a coaching staff, for our athletes, for our fans. That kind of environment. I mean, it was rocking in there.
What does it say about your program that you're now able to do it for a 12th time now?
I don't think it says a whole lot more than we already know. I think we've been competitive for a long time, and sometimes that hasn't gone our way, right? But we're always in the mix. We're in the mix for this thing every year, and it's great. I mean, we're going to enjoy it for sure, and it was a lot of fun. But we got the ACC championships here in a couple weeks. We got the NCAA's, so we'll enjoy it, and then we'll move forward. But just proud of our guys again. Excited for what they were able to do. Coaching staff did a great job. Frayer, Tonelli, and Hott getting those guys ready and prepared, and those guys deserve a lot of credit.
6 straight wins. What do you like about how your team is wrestling of late here?
It's the right time of year to be competing your best, right? And that's kind of what our goal is every year, is to compete our best at the end of the season. And I think that's the direction we're going. We definitely. I thought tonight was. There was a couple guys that I didn't think wrestled great, but overall, I thought it was one of the better matches that we've wrestled this season. And we're healthy too, like that matters, and having all 10 guys in there makes a big difference. So I think if we can continue to stay healthy and keep these guys going in the right direction, I'm excited about what's ahead.
You won those first 4 matches, and then you kept the lead the whole rest of the way there. I guess was that you started off at 141? Was that kind of your call?
No, they won the flip and they chose 141. So
are you surprised at all that you took the lead and just kept the momentum, and then kept the lead the whole rest of the way, or did you have a kind of a hunch this might go this way?
I think in this dual meet, you have to expect the unexpected. So I didn't really expect anything. They were probably favored in some matches that we won, and we were favored in some matches that they won, and that's kind of how this thing goes usually. I think the home court advantage is huge here. The home mat advantage is huge in this match. I mean, it makes a big difference, and having that kind of energy in that building, it was a lot of fun.
Now, as you turn the page to the postseason, it's been a few years since you won the ACC tournament championship. We could have some rematches here in Durham. How much confidence does winning this against NC State give you confidence going now into the ACC tournament?
I think our guys are confident. I don't think it. I think it's momentum, and momentum in sports is really powerful. And I think we have a lot of momentum right now. But it's a different event. It's a different day. It's a different event. So we've got to be ready to go. Do I think we can go down there and win? Of course I do. But we've got to wrestle at a high level.
Was there any 1 or 2 matches today where you were like, okay, that should turn the tide there? I think you were feeling pretty good at that point.
57-65 were huge. They were huge. Rafael Hippolito, man, I'm really proud of him. Like I mentioned, he didn't wrestle well last week at Pitt. Didn't feel great. Didn't handle the adversity well. And he did tonight. I mean, he answered the bell. At Scott's hard to wrestle. He's good, and especially that last minute or so of the match, to be able to stay in the fight with a stall call on you and just stay there and keep battling. We've been talking about that a lot. Is just wrestling every second of the match, and no matter what happens, nothing changes based on the time or the score. And I felt like for the most part we did a pretty good job with that.
So it seemed like you had a lot of smart wrestling. You mentioned Hippolito. How much does it go into it strategy-wise with him having the performance he had last week and then being gritty enough and smart enough to hold that underhook that last minute?
Yeah, I think that probably Coach Fair did a good job getting him ready. Coach Snelly did a great job getting some of the little guys ready, and Coach Hawk did the same. But yes, I agree. Last week he was his first match back. He didn't feel good. He was first time back down to weight. Probably didn't do a great job with his weight. They picked 57. He was off the scale. It was a bad performance. There's no two ways around it. But that's part of wrestling, and I think ultimately through the course of your career you're going to have matches where maybe you don't wrestle your best. And it's all about how you respond to things. And Raphael did a great job responding to last week. The last 30 seconds or so was really impressive because you're wrestling in a position that Ed Scott's really good. But Ralph's pretty good there too. So I thought he really had to suck it up, and that's to win at the NCAA's, to get on the podium and to win championships. You have to have that ability to win when it gets really hard. And I thought our guys did a good job tonight, staying in the fight, wrestling, winning when things got hard.
He had a lot of late wins, especially towards the end of the match with Eddie sealing it off with a big takedown and Connor getting a big takedown to win a sudden victory. I mean, how big is it having those two guys seeming to be going full strength now and full bore and being offensive where they weren't necessarily as much in the beginning of the year?
Yeah, I think we've been talking a lot about it, and it's been a point of emphasis for us to that's how you it's just you got to be tough when things get hard, and I thought our guys were pretty tough tonight when things got hard. Even TJ, he went for it, and he was dang close to scoring there off his own attack. And
it was a wild sequence.
I'd have to go back to rewatch it to see if I agree or disagree with the call. But overall, I thought the officiating was good. I like the stall calls tonight. I think we need more of that in our sport.
Agreed. I don't think they were slow on any of them. I think they were pretty even. I definitely did not expect a double stall call with Hippolito and Ed Scott wrestling, but it happens.
It happens, but I think when that happens, it creates more action, right? Because you have a little more urgency when you know that when you have one call on you.
So last question was, tell me about your thoughts on Jimmy Mullen's performance.
And he was in position to win. He's in position to win. He's getting better. I think it's an experience thing a little bit, and I think tonight will help him moving forward. But you score that takedown in the second period with 6 seconds left. You put yourself in a position, especially if you ride him, that you're in a good position to win. You're up by 2 essentially, but you can't. Jimmy's got to understand that nothing can change. Credit to Trumbull, he went out and went after it and got to a position where he's good. You got to stay away from the positions where that guy's good. But good learning experience for Jimmy. He's got an incredibly bright future. He's going to win a lot for us.
Excellent.
Tony, beating NC State for your 6th straight win, do you feel like this team is peaking at just the right time?
I do.
What has kind of emerged as the identity of this team, the strong suit of this year's team?
I think just staying in the fight the whole time and wrestling the whole time and trying to score points the whole time. Being aggressive the whole time. That's really what we've been trying to get our guys to do. And when you can do that in our sport, it's makes things a lot easier. When you're trying to score points the whole match, and we got to get better at it. It's the degree of difficulty at the NCAA's continues to elevate, and but that's what wins matches at the NCAA championships, and that's the direction we're trying to go.
Did you have a pretty good feeling going into the match, the way you guys have been wrestling of late, that this could be a W for you?
Certainly, yeah. But it could also have been an L. It's a good team. There's a lot of back and forth, and we believe in our guys, though. And I think they did a great job keeping their composure. Again, I can't give enough credit to our fans. That place was rock. That energy is huge, and it's the same when we wrestle there. It's hard to wrestle at their place, and it's hard for them to wrestle here. So if you look at the results, it's pretty telling of how much that matters.
Good boys, huh?
Okay. Thanks, guys.